Hi, we're out on our range today, and once again, no, you haven't won a prize. That's a scam. However, the hail you're seeing isn't a scam. I don't know when you're going to watch this, but as we're filming it, it really is June 19th. Okay, now recently in a discussion about slam firing, someone posed the question that if you had an AR platform rifle, and he mentioned specifically an M4, this is a Colt AR-15A2, but they work very similarly. If you lock the bolt back, why is it that when you then jar the rifle, that bolt will go forward? And his other question was, when it goes forward like that, is there a danger it could go off? We're going to see if we can answer both of those questions, and let's start with a close-up. Here's our Colt AR-15A2, and this is a blister where I burned myself. Please don't freak out. Okay, we'll open this up. And if you press your bolt lock button, it brings this piece up. Now that's spring loaded. If I turn this upside down, it will still go back into place when I let off the button. So to lock the bolt back, I'll pull the bolt back and hold it. Press this button, hold it, ease the bolt forward against it, and the bolt is being pushed forward by the action spring, and the pressure against the bolt lock piece is what keeps it in place. So if I were to jar the butt of this rifle, the inertia would overcome the action spring, the bolt carrier would go back, the piece would fall out of place, allowing the bolt to go forward. Like that. So, if you have your bolt lock back, and you hit the butt of the rifle on something, that's why the bolt goes forward. Okay, now that brings up the question, if you had your bolt lock back, and you had a magazine in the rifle, and you did that, would it chamber around? Yes, this rifle has a round in the chamber. But that brings up the question, could it go off while you're doing that? Well, let's put that to the test again. So far, so good. Now, who was that idiot that was saying that every day in basic training there's people who kill themselves because of the defective design of this rifle? No, the other one. Yeah. Some guy who was trying to explain that some friend of his had a negligent discharge. I only saw it once, couldn't bear watching it twice. And it was due to a defective design and people killed themselves in basic training. I have never heard of anyone killing themselves in basic training because of this feature of the rifle. Could it go off in doing this? I'm not going to say that it absolutely couldn't, and I'm not going to stand here and keep chambering another 1,000 rounds to prove the point, but I am going to say that in the decades that I've been using M16 platform rifles, I have never seen it happen, never heard of it happening. If that's going to go off, it's going to be because somebody's finger was not in the right place, or because something happened other than what they told you happened, or because the rifle was defective. But hitting it like that, that's why it goes forward. Yes, it will chamber around. Will it go off? I guess the mathematical probability isn't absolutely zero, but it's about as close to zero as you can get without really being zero. So I hope that answered the question, and as always, don't try this at home on what you call a professional, and thanks for watching.